but I'm talking right now online. I am not buying anything online from you for $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 out the gate. Okay. I'm just telling you, like, and it's no different for me. No one's buying a 5K offer. I have $5,000 offers. I have $20,000 offers. I have $50,000 offers. No one's buying that out the gate from me, and you just learned about me.
This is Secrets for Success.
Welcome to the Secrets for Success podcast. I'm your host, Greg Todd. Thank you, as always, my friends, for joining me. I appreciate your time and your attention. All right, today let's talk about online products. What are the types of online products you should be creating? Okay. This is a frequent one, and I see people kind of get this one wrong quite a bit. And hopefully this episode will just be a few minutes, will help you to clarify, okay, where should I get started with this? There's really three types of online products that you should be focused on creating. If you've got one and it's working, you're like, okay, what next? Just focus on the next one. All right. And if you've got two of them, then I'm going to tell you the third one you need to focus on. And obviously in any product, I mean, we need to get the product to actually create a transformation, create some type of solution for people, and people got to buy it. All right. And until they're buying it and buying it consistently, don't move on from product number one to product number two, or product number two to product number three. All right. So here are the three products that you should be creating. And if you don't have all three of these, don't create anything more until you figure these three out. All right. So the first thing is you need to have an entry product. Okay. You need to have an entry product. Again, not some of you want to do, high level premium based products. And I think that's great, but I'm talking right now online. I am not buying anything online from you for $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 out the gate. Okay. I'm just telling you, like, and it's no different for me. No one's buying a 5K offer. I have $5,000 offers. I have $20,000 offers. I have $50,000 offers. No one's buying that out the gate from me, and you just learned about me. Money is too tight. The market is too tight. People are smart. They've been burned. They're not doing that. So what you need to do is you need to have an entry product. Okay. An entry product can look something like this. Okay. A book. This book costs, I think it's 20 bucks. I think is what we have it on Amazon. What I do is I have it for when people opt into one of my trainings, my free trainings. I just give people the option that if you want, you can get the book. You can get the book because I'm talking about how to build an income stream, which is an online product. But in this book, I talk about multiple income streams, like not just online products. I talk about memberships. I talk about how you can do memberships inside your clinic. I talk about how you can, become a speaker for companies, for ergonomics. I talk about all these different things that you can do. So people buy that. That's an entry product. It's like when it's something's 20 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, like people aren't trying to figure out what your tax ID is. Let me go find out what their track record is. It's either going to speak to them or it's not. Now, here's the bad thing about entry products. Bad things about entry products is because it is inexpensive. A lot of times people will buy stuff and they never go through it. So there are people that get the book, but they never actually read the book. Now, those that do read the book, or those that do get my, easy entry product, if they do consume it, those are the people that now can move to step two. And step number two, and that product would be a core product. A core product is your course. A core product could be your membership. A core product could be your main offering. Okay, this is your main thing. This is your main jam. This is like if somebody goes through this is giving them the transformation. If they follow it, this is giving them the transformation that they are primarily looking for when they get into your world, right? So my main product could be like the online business system, right? Okay, I changed up the names of it because we are always just rebranding, but Invincible Income System, right? That's a core product, right? Our Platinum Mastermind program, that's not a core product, right? That's an ascension product. That's not what I would recommend that you do out the gate. You do an entry product so it's easy for people to get into your world. Your book, a guide, a PDF. scripts, something very, very easy. It's not going to cost people a lot of money. Even if they screw this purchase up, no one's losing sleep over it. Okay. That's your entry product. Your core product is, okay, this is my framework. Your framework could be $200. It could be $100. It could be $1,000, but that's your core base product. Okay. And then the third one, especially today, is that people will take a core product and they still won't do it. Okay. And so if you can create a leverage product, right? A leverage product is, all right, let me show you how you can execute this out. And it takes very little to no work from you. I'm not talking about a done for you. I'm not talking about like how I have a virtual staffing company, a bunch of VAs. Like, I'm not talking about that. That's just too complicated. Okay. I'm talking about something like, all right, I'm going to teach you in this book. Here, let's use this book as an example. Okay. So an entry product would be like the book. Okay. The book is an entry product, 20 something bucks. All right, cool. All right. The core product could be one of my courses. Okay. My courses that walk you through step by step on how to actually build this out. Okay. That would be my core product. A leverage product is, all right, you don't really want to go through the course. Okay. Let me show you how we can automate this entire process for you. Okay. Where you put this in and then boom, that comes up. And you do this and boom, that comes up. And we do that and boom, that comes up, right? And so it's a leveraged way of executing out the core product. Those are the three types of online products you can create. Now, you want to get more complicated? All right, I'll do done for you. Okay, great. I'll do private consulting. Okay, great. I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. But honestly, those are the types of products that you should be creating. And here's the deal. You shouldn't move on to the next product. If you're going to start with one, you start with your entry product first. You start with that. You make it easy. Why? Because you don't have a brand yet. You don't have a huge reputation where people are like, you know what? He or she is really good for this. I bought a lot of stuff with them before. They've been out for years and years and years. Yeah, I'm going to spend $1,000 on whatever they have. I'm going to do it because they haven't disappointed me before. Okay? That's how you feel with Amazon. That's how you feel with Chipotle. You know what I mean, right? Companies that you have spent money with, they're branded, they're etched into, whatever it is that they're presenting, they're offering. You trust them. That takes time. So start with an entry product to where it's allowing people to buy stuff from you without you having to have a very solid brand yet. So now they trust you. If the entry product's good, now they trust you. Now they'll go into that core offer. And then once they go into the core offer, some people say, like, you know what, this really makes sense. I just still don't have the time, or I don't want to have to learn this new skill. Okay, then create a leverage product for them. Something that's allowing them to get the result. It just make it a little bit easier for them to be able to get. But don't start it until people are buying and saying good things about the first product that you created. If they're not saying good things and they're not buying it, they're not going to want that core product. The entry product didn't do the job. So fix that first and then go to the core product. And then when you build the core product, okay, get people to buy it first and say good things about it. And when people are buying it and saying good things about it, that means that they're getting other people to buy it. And then now you move on to the next thing. And if you do it like that, you should be in good shape. So anyways, that's the type of stuff that I want you all to do. I do know this. I do know that online products is definitely the way to go. I'm going to talk about this on the next podcast on what it really is happening right now, what's happening in the market. And guys, all right, I'm going to leave it for the next podcast, but the buyers are so much more skeptical. They're getting so much information online that, like, you better bring it in order for people to come into your world. This is just what is happening. And so just gone are the days where it's going to be easy to just build up, a caseload and then be able to actually make a really good living off of just your caseload. It's just not happening anymore. So, I'm not saying you don't have a full caseload. You're just not making a great living off of it. So, unless you have like 50 clinics. So anyways, this is really important that you all take heed to what I just said. Entry product first, core offer next, leverage offer after that. Okay. When you're doing an online game, that's how you do it. Don't go on to the next product until you have sold and people are talking good about your first product. And then you move on to the next, and you move on to the next. So anyways, I hope that helps you. I hope that serves you. We have, hopefully when you're seeing this, you're seeing this before our masterclass, but I do an online product masterclass. I think I've done 4 of them so far this year. I have another one coming up this Thursday. You can sign up for it by going to smartsuccesshealthcare.com/OPM. So I hope to see you at the masterclass. I hope this episode brought you some value, and I love you guys. Until next time.